This is Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined once again by unbeaten super middleweight Zach Parker. Zach, how you doing?
Yeah, going good, mate. Just full-time training, just think about the fight. So yeah, it's going good, man.
I think about just over 5 weeks to go until the big event against Demetrius Andrade at Pride Park. You got the press conference last week. He wasn't there because of some issues with his passport, which hopefully will be fixed in time for May the 21st. But did you kind of get a feel of him and what his attitude is just from seeing him on that Zoom connection?
Yeah, obviously, you can't really say much to a TV, can you? But yeah, I had a little feel of him, but it'd be better when we're up in close and personal. You know what I mean? When it's in person, it's a bit different, and you can weigh him up and that. So yeah, once we get him over for the proper press conference, then I'll size him up there.
And was anything he said surprised you? Was it kind of good to see him, even though it wasn't in person, to know that the fight's definitely on, he's definitely coming over? Was it reassuring?
Yeah, that's it. Obviously, you never know until they say, like, I'm on it now and actually going to be at the fight. So yeah, now it's all been announced properly. We're both the saying it. It's good. And yeah, May 21st can't come quick enough now. 5 weeks to go. I'm raring for it. So yeah, I can't wait now.
Now for him, he has to go through you to nail down that number one spot at 168 pounds with the WBO. What's in it for you? Because you're already in that top spot. You've got that to lose, but what do you get to gain from beating Demetrius Andrade?
Yeah, whoever wins gets Canelo, and that's what I want, the world title. I've said it before. Demetrius is just another man in the way, and yeah, that's what I want. These big fights, and I've been waiting for a big fight. So why not take Demetrius Andrade on first before Canelo? Canelo keeps saying all these other guys need to fight each other and stuff like that. So yeah, I just see it as a big fight, and what a better place to do it than Pride Park.
Now, you're quite an awkward guy to face. I think most of your previous opponents would agree with that. But in Demetrius Andrade, you get someone who's at least as awkward, if not more so, than you. How do you think you'll adapt to that? And is there anyone in sparring that you work with regularly that are kind of similar?
Yeah, he's awkward, southpaw. He's been around the block as well. He's 34 now. Come to like the later stages of his career. So yeah, he's going to know a few tricks there. But yeah. I'm bringing two overseas sparring partners in next week for the whole month, and so yeah, some two tricky southpaws coming in, help me get ready for his tricky style. But yeah, I when I get in there, I just adapt to whatever is in front of me. I don't like I said before. I don't really watch loads of like video on people or nothing like that, because when you're in the fight, it changes. Every fight is different, innit? Styles make fights. So yeah, I just adapt as it comes, like you got to in boxing.
Now on paper, he's the best guy you'll ever have fought so far in your career. Do you think you're the best he's fought based on who he's gone in with in the past?
Yeah, definitely. Like all the people at his box, I'd beat as well. Even in better fashion as well. I'd be stopping them all. But yeah, it's obviously, I think I've said it before. He's boxed the same amount of world champions that I have, which is like 0. So yeah, it's going to make out for a good fight. He said he's going to bring it. I'm going to bring it. It's going to be a good fight for the fans and good fight for me, because if he's going to meet me in the middle, it's going to be easier for me.
Do you expect him to do that, or do you expect him to try and be a bit more tricky, a bit more staying on the outside?
I don't. Well, you never know with him. He's come forward before with. I think he's going to start out quite fast, and then he'll start to fade towards the later stages. My weight, my size and weight will start getting on him, and yeah, I feel like I reckon I'm going to stop him late on.
What do you expect from the atmosphere? Obviously, you've wanted a fight at Pride Park, home of your beloved Derby County, for a long time. There's also the money from the ticket sales going to the club to help with their current predicament as well. You've got to imagine it'll be an amazing atmosphere.
Yeah, it's going to be mint. Obviously, first time boxing Derby since I was professional, and not only at Pride Park at my football ground. So yeah, it's going to be a good atmosphere. We're going to show what Derby's about. I mean, ever had these big fight nights in Derby, so yeah, it's going to be amazing. And like I said before, it's like one of my dreams come true. Just what I've been waiting for. And when obviously £10 off every ticket goes straight back to Derby as well. So what a better incentive to get behind the fight as well for all the Derby fans.
Have you heard much about ticket sales so far? How the early sales have gone?
Yeah, I think they're going well. I've sold over 2,000 tickets just on myself, and then I think Derby have done over 3,000-4,000 already. And towards the end, that's when everyone wants to jump on it right at the end as well. So I'm waiting for even more tickets to come through.
Well, there's a few rumours swirling around that Nathan Heaney might end up on the bill if he's successful in his fight this weekend. So that might add a few tickets as well. I think he's known as something of a ticket seller. It's fair to say.
Yeah. That's it. He's boxing in Telford this weekend. I should be there, to be fair. Only down the road for me, so it's easy. But yeah, if he gets on it, there'll be another 3,000 Stoke fans. But we'll have to split up Derby and Stoke fans just for that one.
Probably a good idea. Yeah. Obviously, the end goal is a world title, and hopefully that goes through Canelo. Now, he's supposed to be fighting, he is fighting Dimitri Bivol in May, same month as you, obviously, a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
And then Golovkin apparently in September. Now, we saw Gennady Golovkin in action last weekend against Murata. Got the job done, unified the titles, but didn't look necessarily like the Triple G of old. What did you make of his performance?
Yeah, he got the win, didn't he? So, but you with him is obviously getting a bit older now. But he's been inactive for like 400 days, weren't it? Like he didn't box for 400 days, and then he had to go over to Japan in his backyard. He had everything really against him, but he's still got the power there, hasn't he? And even if he comes up to the super middle, he might carry that weight a bit better. Instead of he's been at middleweight for like over 10 years now, hasn't he? So yeah, if he come up to super, he might be better for him. But yeah, I'll be looking forward to that fight if it happens with Canelo and GGG.
Who do you think's got the better chance of pulling off the upset against Canelo? Because they would both be betting outsiders. Bivol or Golovkin?
You got to go with Golovkin, haven't you? Obviously, the first two fights. The first fight, I thought Golovkin won easy. But then the second fight, obviously a bit closer than that. Obviously went Canelo's direction. But yeah, but I at the minute, I think Canelo's just too good for that at the minute. Especially if someone's standing right in front of him like Golovkin does, he just puts his chin out every minute. And when you get older, you can't keep taking these big shots. They're going to have a wear and tear on you. So yeah, I'd probably see Canelo winning again. I probably see Canelo beating both of them, to be fair, because I think I've said it before that Bivol never been into with someone like Canelo, has he? And he's there to be it as well. He ain't very awkward, he ain't like a mover. But yeah, we'll see what the size difference is going to be when obviously Canelo going up to light heavy.
Obviously, this is a huge fight for you. Pride Park, Demetrius Andrade, 2-weight world champion. How do you top it? If you do get a Canelo fight, would that top it if it's in Vegas, or would it have to be, an even bigger venue in the UK? What will top that?
Yeah, obviously we'll get his fight out of the way. I'm not looking past Demetrius Andrade, but yeah, Canelo would definitely top it. He's a pound for pound king at the minute. I said the other day that the only one what's bigger than Demetrius at the minute is probably Canelo, because you don't get much bigger than 2-weight world champion like coming to your own ground, do you? So yeah, big Canelo, and we'll try and take all the Derby fans over to Vegas or something one day.
Is there any moments where you have to kind of pinch yourself a little bit, because you haven't come up an easy way? You've got the promotional backing now, but that's not always been the case. And now you're at your hometown football club that you love against a 2-weight unbeaten world champion with a lot on the line. Yeah. As we've just alluded to, it doesn't get much better than this. So yeah, is it a bit surreal still?
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't think it was going to come about this quick. It's come up with fast it has. But yeah, obviously we're here now, boxing the 2-weight world champion in my hometown, and like I said, it don't get much bigger than that and better. But yeah, I'm thriving off it, and I'll make all my fans proud, and make sure I get that win May 21st, and then we'll be on to bigger and better things.
Great stuff. Really appreciate your time as always. Might not get to speak to you again until fight week, obviously, but very best of luck, and yeah, looking forward to it.
Nice, mate. Cheers.
Take care, mate. Speak soon.